Sorry I'm so late. I was late in getting my Odyssey stream set up, like the getting all the info for the stream set up. And so then once I submitted it, I had to wait. I submitted it like 5 minutes before the stream was supposed to start. So that was my mistake anyway. And so I was just waiting for Odyssey to say okay, so that I could actually stream to Odyssey. If I started streaming before then, it wouldn't have started streaming to Odyssey. It would have created a new stream or something, I think. Or had an error. I don't know which actually. But it doesn't stream to, doesn't create a, or doesn't go to what I've set up if, anyway, you get the idea. So, okay. And now that my volume is much better than last week, last weekend's, I figured out what was wrong, found the place to adjust the volume. I don't know why I didn't see it before. I looked. I just was spacing it, I guess. Anyway, okay, let me go ahead and get us in. So last time we wandered out of the captain's quarters and managed to make it elsewhere on the ship where we found a few things, a few other rooms, cabins, and stuff. There's some doors that are locked, so we can't get in, and there's some doors that are just fine, like we could totally get access to. So, without affecting the volume for you folks, I'll leave it at that. That way my voice can still go above it. Anyway, yep. So, load this one. Yes, this was from Halloween. This is yesterday or last week we finished. So, okay. So there are a few things here. I don't know what we do with the pipes exactly, but there's oil here. If we could get a container and put the oil in the container, we could take that back with us to the captain's quarters, fill the lantern, and then we have a lantern that can do light. Currently, we don't need light, but I'm positive we'll need it somewhere else as we're traveling around the ship looking for stuff. Um,
Crates, sacks, barrels.
that's right. So nothing special there.
These old sacks have several splits in them. There was cocoa inside. These kinds of pipes on a sailing ship. Somehow that doesn't seem to fit together.
Yeah. Somebody's doing something, some kind of clockwork something, I don't know. Almost feels like steampunk has come into things with the ghost ship or something.
It's been set for 5 people. The rotten remains of the last meal are sitting on all the plates. Either the food tasted really awful, or they left the table in a hurry.
I don't know about leaving the table in a hurry. It's possible I mean, I guess it's fine. We could say that that's what it is, but they could also have just noticed something interesting. It bugged them enough. They're like, fine, I'll get up. And they go over and they investigate, and then they just didn't return. But yeah.
The fallen cargo is blocking the entry to 2 doors. If I can somehow remove it, then I could access them.
Yeah, and I don't know how we're going to do that. We don't have a crane. There's a crane up on top of the ship. We can't really get to that, so I don't know if that's even something that's going to come into play in this room. This is kind of like an oven or something, but I guess we're not going to use it for anything. See that, and she describes the cooking pots. When we click them, she says, "Oh, there are cooking pots here or whatever," but we can't take it with us.
These cooking pots are old and dented. They've also got some rusty holes in them.
Oh, they have holes, yeah, so we wouldn't use those anyway. That makes sense.
Rainwater is constantly dripping into the pot. Its enamel coating doesn't seem to be damaged. Rainwater is constantly
See,
dripping into
we're
the
not
pot.
going to grab it.
Its enamel coating doesn't seem to be damaged.
So, not sure on that one. Just more of the cargo stuff there.
The pipes carry away the water that's been pumped.
It's not bad. I kind of like the approach where the camera shifts as you walk, so that things that are important you would need to interact with come into view. I think that's kind of cool, actually. Stairs down. No, that's stairs up, though, right? Yeah, that's gonna be the same. Well, let's see. But I think that's yeah. Yeah, it's the same. That's the same. Okay, there is a trapdoor also. You can see from the other angle. Go over this way. Here.
The hull is filled with water.
Oh, right. We would need to pump the water out if we were going to go down there.
Wait. Do I hear voices? Lex, is that you? Calm down, Anna. It's probably just the wind.
The blackboard, I think, if I remember right, the blackboard had, like, ingredients for a recipe or something on it. Can't do this right now. Hey, Dark Hour. Yeah, I saw this, I think 4 or 5 years ago, and I just, with other things that I wanted to stream with my Halloween stream and stuff, I never got around to this. So this year we finally got it. Not ever seen anybody play this. I'm sure people have. I've never watched any playthrough or anything. So this is all blind, just like most stuff I do. Yeah. So Black Sail's the ghost ship. This actually, I'm trying to think timing wise. I'm curious actually. Let me take a look. She decided to walk. Okay. Anyway, okay, so let's see when this one came out. I think this was 2015. This came out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, point and click might do it. Although this is a horror point and click, so there might be ghost cutscenes, but I don't think it'll be anything scary. It's not like we're doing Outlast or something, so it shouldn't be fun. It should be fine. So this is September 2015. Okay, and then the actual, what was it? It wasn't HBO. Showtime show, I think. Black Sails. That was the pirate one on Tortuga or whatever. That was March of no, this would have been 2014, I think. Yeah, 2014. So, but I mean, the name doesn't matter, right? Because the whole point is that this is not this isn't just recreating that thing, that show, right? This is different. This is a ghost ship. The other one was pirates raiding and backstabbing each other and stuff, and sex and stuff, drinking, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so this is obviously different. Just has a similar name, and that might have hurt this honestly a little bit, because that other show was out. People might have seen this and thought it was Steam was streaming the show or something. Cool. I don't know what the next step is for what we need to do. We have a few things. So I've been wandering around just refreshing my memory. So there's a trapdoor here that goes down into the hole, but the hole is flooded right now. We have these pipes, like this one here, water pump pipe, that could pump the water out of the hole if we get that running at some point. But I don't know if I think I need electricity or something, or some kind of power to get this to go.
Very short, small metal
Oh,
piece
that's right.
broke. It was holding the pump arm in place. But if I could find something that's roughly the same size and shape, then I might be able to fix it.
That's what it is. Yeah, we can't use this right now because the pin holding the handle in place broke. I've already tried the nail. She says that's too small. This is a fishing pole, so that's obviously not going to work. I don't think so.
That doesn't feel like fishing.
Yeah, she wants to actually fish with that, and none of the other stuff we have would remotely fit. So we need to find something else that'll fit in the pin. Replace the pin here. We pull the handle. We start the pump, assuming we have power, and then that might pump out the trap door. So at some point we'll go down in the hole, I think, but just not yet. We have some things here, like a vise. I don't know what we're using that for. There's a recipe on the blackboard, or what was a recipe at least. Anyway, a workbench in general. We have these weird pipes that are almost like steampunky or something, which is, interesting. Since we're on a ghost ship in the 19th century, I mean, I'm guessing, so the 1800s. That might fit for time-wise. There's up where we first enter the ship, there's a captain's quarters where there's a lantern that needs some fuel. We could use this oil from this oil tank for that, but I don't have anything to carry it to the lantern, and the game would not let me pick up the lantern while it was empty, at least. So I don't even know for sure, but I'm assuming we use this oil for that lantern, actually. I don't actually know. We might get a container for this, get it, take it over, and then she says it's the wrong type or it's not going to burn or something. I don't know. So there's this cargo collapse when I entered, crashed down here. Wait, was it when I entered or was it already down? I don't remember. Anyway, and it's blocking this door and this door, so I can't currently go through here unless I can hoist this away somehow. There's a crane up on the top of the ship, but I don't think it goes down here. The crane actually goes down an elevator shaft, or, well, I don't know if it's an elevator shaft, but like a shaft goes down the ship. And I don't know, I don't know how to get that working. But also, it does not go through this room. It actually goes some side away from the room. So, and then there's some stuff over here. Anyway, so I don't know. There's a cogwheel there, and I have a cogwheel here, but it doesn't fit. So I need something else. There's a cogwheel and also a control transformer, both for this machine here, which I assume does something with these pipes that don't fit the scene of a normal ship. But anyway, I can't currently use anything with those. The cogwheel doesn't work. And this freight, she just talks about it being freight. So we'll go upstairs again. See if there's more stuff I could find. Yeah, the stairs had collapsed. And so you have like this. And so as she goes up, it kind of, we had to nail boards back and stuff. Anyway. This collapsed as well. This actually, I think, is where we fell through initially. So we have this. I think we probably at some point are supposed to access it. This cabin up here. Although I'm not totally sure. But we might repair these and access the cabin. I don't know. Anyway. Coming back over this way. We'll go back out to the corridor. So there are a few things here. So this is the mess hall area. That's where we just were. I don't know why she like whipped around suddenly. That was a little weird. But anyway. So we've had a few points where she's kind of like, what was that? Did I hear something? But nothing really scary has jumped out or anything so far. So there's the hatch. She can't really open because I think she says it just goes out to like the seawater is lined up with a hatch. I think. I don't remember for sure what she says about it. Anyway, then over here, there's this weird engine block. Doesn't really fit here because it's a sailing ship. Wouldn't have an engine. Didn't find anything on the shelves. We can't open the locker currently. I don't have a key or a pry bar or anything I can use for that. There's this mechanism here. You got Hell's Gate down here, Heaven's Gate up here, and then... Oh, did I notice
Looks like
gap?
the cogwheel is missing.
Did I notice the gap before?
The cogwheel won't hold like that. I'll need screws to fix it into place.
That's right.
The cogwheel won't hold like that.
Yeah.
I'll need screws to fix it into place.
Yeah, so I need, that's what that is. So I need to find something kind of like a nail that'll work for a pin down below in the mess hall. I need to find some screws. Some of that might be in here, but again, don't have a way of opening any of this. So yeah.
Nothing's happening.
I
The
think,
clock doesn't seem to be working.
yeah, I think this tries to start this, so I have to fix this before that'll work. More large pipes.
A sketch of a clockwork.
So maybe this will be our guide for using this or something. I don't know.
A collection of metal tools, cogwheels, and springs is lying around. However, time has taken its toll, and almost everything is rusted.
Yeah, we got this cog wheel we got from here earlier. I think that's the only thing that was on here that we got, I think. And then this letter. So this gives some of the lore and stuff. We basically had people saying, well, just nothing especially spooky or anything. Just basically saying, you know, oh, so-and-so is working in the mess hall today, blah, 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 kind of just daily life stuff. I think, if I remember right. So I don't think there's anything special with those for now. We'll probably start running into some at some point where there will be. Oh, did I look at the box?
It looks
Oh yeah,
full of trash.
that's right. I did when I came in from here initially.
What's a piece of machinery like this doing on a sailing ship?
Yeah. I also would like to know. Shall we investigate together? Okay. Where's my leave? Oh, there we go. Anyway, so here we have this hatch. Back this way. Oh. Is it not? We're not far enough, maybe. No? I thought it was right here. Oh. I think we have to go here. That's it. And now we go to the left here. This is back to the captain's quarters. So...
Now, if this isn't going to help me, nothing is.
I don't think you wouldn't use this with the oil lamp. It takes oil.
I'd better be careful with the filled gas cartridge.
Yeah.
It's full already.
Alright. Guess we'll just keep that in there for now. I knew we filled this earlier. I couldn't remember if we like it did there was some movement and some machinery and stuff, and then everything stopped, and I couldn't remember if we used up the gas somehow or something, but I guess not. Anyway, yeah. So this guy is Lex. He got hurt when this broke and crates fell on him. We're looking for a med kit. And I found out here. Well, let me go over here first since we're already here. Because I don't think, after I leave this, I'm not probably going to come back here for a little bit. There's this ventilation shaft that we were able to unscrew. The screwdriver, of course, conveniently disappeared after we used it. Now there's a drill, but I can't grab
The
this.
skull drill lies too deep down the shaft. I can't reach it like this.
And I've tried things like the chain is
This chain
no.
might be more useful elsewhere.
We have the cogwheel no, leather no, insulating material no, fishing rod. She'll say it's not fishing.
That would be a strange way of catching fish.
I think that's it. The chip log is used to measure your speed at ocean, on
To
the
use
ocean.
The chip log, I need to go outside, or at least open a window.
So as it gets batted about the waves and stuff. Anyway. But yeah, I don't know. So this is a room we need to get into because there are medical supplies in here. Initially, I thought maybe I could crawl through here, but first of all, there's this drill in the way. And secondly, I don't know. Now that I look at it, or once I got back here and looked, I don't think she won't squeeze through there. I mean, she's thin, but she won't squeeze through there, I don't think. Anyway, so we have outside, there's a door to there, but it's locked, and I don't have a key. So I don't know how we handle that. But it's
too
over
dark in
this way.
here. I've got to find a way to turn on the light.
Oh, I already turned on the light earlier.
Nothing's happening.
Oh, right, but yeah. That's right. Nothing happens because there's no
It's
power.
too dark in here. I've got to find a way to turn on the light.
Oh, right. That's what we're doing. That's why this goes here.
The pipe should be filled with gas again, so the lamp should work again.
Now I can see the lights on. That's right.
The lights are on.
I forgot that this was the power for the lights. Okay. So I've forgotten some stuff, of course, obviously. Yeah, so over here, we can't get in
The door
there.
is locked.
But if we look at the peephole, this is where the medical supplies are going to be. Oh, I see. There's the drill.
This
It's
must be the doctor's cabin. In the back of the room, there's a ventilation shaft. It's gotta lead to the captain's cabin.
She says that, but I can't go in the ventilation shaft because that drill's in the way. Unless I've just been clicking on the drill, actually, I think. I don't know if I've actually tried going past it. Maybe I can. I don't know. I'd be surprised if that would work, but maybe. Let's see. You do love the show Black Sails? Yeah. Yeah, Black Sails was a good show. Yeah, I can't, without that skull drill out of the way, I can't go through. It's not giving me some option to crawl. So it's not like I would crawl, knock the drill off as I went through and then enter the room. I can't do that. So I have to figure out some way of grabbing this and then also either crawl through here, if that even is a thing, or try to unlock that door somehow. And I don't know the answer to either of those yet. Yeah, are you liking it? Cool. Yeah, it seems fun. The acting's not the best. She's actually pretty good. Her voice acting, the guy that plays Lex, is kind of mediocre, but he doesn't say it, talk a whole bunch, and it doesn't bother me terribly. It's just not great voice acting, but it's not the end of the world. It's fine. Yeah, here's the maintenance shaft.
The shaft leads down to the ship's mess hall. Above the grating, I can see a crane.
So that's up on the deck of the ship. There's a crane up there. Now we can try to get to there. We have a way, like we have a thing to go outside. But the problem is that I think there's something blocking the door. Is that what it was? I think so. I'm trying to remember now. Something like that. So rather than go through the stairs here, we'll go up the staircase here. This goes up to like the navigation or whatever room.
There's the upper deck. I can't make anything out too clearly through the dirt, but there seems to be a huge structure out there. Could be a crane.
Yeah. See, and so these move the crane around. But the crane currently is not functional. I'm trying to remember, did I figure out what powers the crane? It might be that machine down in Mess. I don't remember. Anyway, this is why I said, like, you can't really use the crane. Well, I don't know that that's totally true. It doesn't seem, let's say it that way, like you can use the crane in the mess hall because the crane's out here and the mess is directly below here. So I don't know how that swinging arm would come around and go maybe outside, because there's some stuff here like rigging and stuff, ropes, right? So maybe there's maybe the shaft goes here, goes down, and so if you position the crane correctly, maybe it goes down. I don't know. Some of this stuff, it's hard to know how it's going to end up working, right? Because I've not gotten there yet, and it's orienting around things on the ship. It's not confusing exactly, but it's just not. I don't have the depth perception or the distance understanding to know if the crane goes far enough to go over there. If there's a shaft that goes all the way up, it's hard to know. This is either locked or blocked. I can't remember which one it is.
Something is barring the door. I
Yeah.
can't get out.
It's
The
blocked.
lifeboat is blocking the door.
Yeah. And I believe the lifeboat is currently held by the crane. So if I can rotate the crane, the lifeboat will pull away. I think that's what's going on there. But I don't know for sure. And I also don't know how to get the crane to move, because this currently does nothing. Like I said, I think I need the power down below. How am I going to find something a little bit bigger than the nail I've got so that it'll fit as a replacement for the pin? I'm not sure where I'm going to find that.
That thing's been eaten up by termites. I wouldn't want to have to trust it with my life. That thing's been eaten up by
Okay,
termites.
so nothing new.
I wouldn't want to have to trust it with my life.
I don't actually think we get new information by clicking multiple times in this game. Other games you do, but I don't think in this game you do. So this has mixed reviews on Steam, but I never read the reviews to see why a certain percentage of people disliked it. It could be just that there are some problems. So like if I go here, here's one thing you should be aware of if you're going to get it. This is the writing. And there's no, like, as far as I could tell at least, there's no, like, converted into normal text. So you have to try to figure this out. So I can do it, although it's small, because I have a 1440 monitor. It's not 2K, but it's 1440p. Since my monitor has that kind of resolution, the text and writing and stuff is super small. So what I end up having to do is basically take a screenshot and then zoom in on the screenshot, and then I can read stuff just fine. Anyway, but this one basically says, keep the grating closed while we're in heavy seas. And that was signed by the captain. Captain Marquez, I think. I think it's Marquez. Marquez. So, you know, it's readable. It's not super easy to read. And in some cases, it's like a lot more than that. It's like a page full of writing. So, I do think that they should have had some way of turning on, like, subtitle text or whatever for those letters. But if you go to the settings, there's nothing like that. So there's the resolution, anti-aliasing and gamma, master volume stuff, subtitles, but that only works for speaking because when she says something, you can see her subtitles below, and on the notes and things, pages, it does not show up. So that only applies to her speaking or his speaking for Lex. And then you have the hotspot display. I think it's Alt or Space. You hold down and then it shows like little magnifying glasses. So if you are want to make sure you've not missed analyzing something, you can look at those. Anyway, so and that's it. This is the settings screen. So you don't really get an option to read those better. So that is one thing. It would not make me vote the game negatively overall at all. Not even close. That is a negative against the game because you can't unless you're good at reading handwriting. I happen to be. I've done a lot of historical. I used to go in like archives and like transcribe stuff for notes for like things like for my thesis in school and stuff. Anyway, so I can read that stuff, but a lot of people cannot. And it's so small that I actually even still have to take a screenshot and zoom in because the handwriting is small. I can read it sometimes like here, but sometimes it's cursive plus it's small, makes it hard for me. Anyway, so that's going on. Okay, so portholes, we can see what's out there. Can't get out because this boat is in the way, probably a lifeboat, which is being held up by a crane, I think. These operate the crane, I believe, but I can't get anything to work right now. We just looked at the life preserver, or the lifesaver. Porthole is just going to be more icy stuff in the ocean. I see dead people on the deck. Why am I on the ship? Yeah, just porthole looking outside. Ship's wheel.
Used to steer the ship, but with no one steering it, who knows where we might end up.
Yeah, and then this.
Something's wrong. The compass is spinning like crazy. How can that be?
Because you're on a ghost ship? So you're probably not actually going anywhere? Your ship's probably just going in circles or something. Not ever reaching a destination.
It must be a souvenir from one of the cities that the ship is docked at. I think that there was a small piece of paper attached, but it seems to have been ripped off.
I think that's this one that we got, this ship's plan, I believe. We grabbed that earlier. So this is... it's now in our possession.
Thieves are not welcome here. I need something to crack the lock.
Yeah. And I don't... So that's yet another lock that I don't know how to get past. I don't have a key. I don't know a combination. So, something. You do something at some point, and then stuff happens at another point. And then looking on this is nothing. And then we just go back down. So there's nothing in the cabin here, in the navigation room. So... I don't know what I've not examined yet. Maybe I use this and see if there's... Yeah, so potentially we get these repaired. Looks like we'll be able to go up there. Not right now. The exits. Yeah, there's nothing... Nothing in the hall here. Oh, maybe I should check the... Let me check the mess and see if there's something down there that I've missed. I try not to use the guide, but clearly there's something I'm not paying attention to. Yeah, that's a trapdoor. We've done that. Speaking tube, we've done that. That stairs goes out. We've done that, of course. Workbench, no. Right now, freight, no. Vice, that's on the workbench. There's a workbench here, and then the vice attached to it. Hanging crate freight. I looked at this. I think she said something like, it sways. I should be careful. So I don't remember. Something like that. Moldy dishes, she's commented on. Pipes, she's commented on already. If I go over this way. Okay, cannot do anything with the pot right now. I mean, I can look at it, but that's it. Cooking pots, it's just a description. Cargo, it's the same as the cargo freight over here. She just says, oh, yeah, look at stuff. Whatever. Control transformer and cogwheel again. Our stuff doesn't work there currently. Door is one we cannot get to. Warped door, another one we cannot get to. The menu, which I think I already told you about, it's like an old recipe, but half erased or mostly erased or something. So not really helpful. And then the oil tank. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything new. I'm not seeing anything new in here. I look around. This is all... Oh, wait. Blackboard. Oh, I don't remember if I read this or not. I read the blackboard's the one that was like erased. I didn't remember this one. Let's click this. I don't think... I mean, it's not going to be immediately useful, but maybe this will be helpful somehow. Let's see. If she can even look at it. Oh, no, she can. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have looked at this. Stew every day. Except for Sunday, where it's stew with Spam. So that's a treat. Anyway, yep. So that's pretty much it in here. So nothing new. Did I not go up the stairs? Stairs. Okay. I must not have clicked properly. Okay, so back out to the corridor. Be something somewhere that I've got to access that I've missed. So the note and the door so far, that's all stuff I've already done. Maintenance shaft, I showed you that a little bit ago. Just going back over here. Okay, so we look at that, and then that's nothing. And the engine block stuff. Is there anything new in here that I've missed beyond that and the shelves? Pipes with gauges, but if we don't have anything working, I don't imagine that's going to help us. I guess let's just click it, just to make sure I've already examined
modern
this.
gauges like these on steam engines.
Yeah. So that's the thing that's out of place, is those pipes are like I was saying earlier, right? Kind of steampunky, like some kind of an engine, which shouldn't be needed on a sailing ship. If the ship sails, why do you need the power for the engines? Unless you want like light below decks and stuff, I suppose. But in those cases, generally you'll have fuel and you'll have lanterns and stuff. You won't need engines to give you light. So. Okay. Just 1 second here. Turn on some cold air for a bit warm. Starting to make me slightly, what do you call it? I don't know, but sleepy is not the right word. But anyway, slightly lethargic or something. So, okay. Here. There we go. I keep doing the wrong thing for whatever reason. Lights, the tank we did, and the note. Do the note again. The musket must always be clean upon return. Remnants of powder in the barrels not acceptable. The ammunition stored in my quarters, Captain Marquez. Okay.
The door is locked.
Yeah, that's right. This is another door that's locked. So both doors to the end of this are locked. The one down there and then the one over here, which goes again to this. Probably doctor's quarters. I've read these, but I'm going to read the notes again since you're watching, just so you kind of get more of the story and stuff that they've been talking about. Like I said, it's mostly just daily life stuff, though. Okay, this is one that I had some trouble reading just straight. So let me do this. Okay. So that says, let me zoom in a bit. It says, "My dear sirs, I don't know what this first word is. Oh, I think it's it. So it looks like it's one word, but I think that's it has. It is impressed upon me that the concept of privacy is not held in any high regard by the crew of this vessel." I said privacy because I was thinking of doing a British. I'll do a British accent. I don't know. Okay. Well, I mean, my bad British accent. "My dear sirs, it is impressed upon me that the concept of privacy is not held in any high regard in the crew of this vessel. I found myself forced to inform your captain that one of you has broken into my cabin and stolen my diary. And, what's even worse, in a cowardly act of vandalism, this deviant then tore it apart and scattered the fragments across the ship. I hope you find your deeds amusing, sir. But rest assured, I will not be offering my services on board of this ship again, even in the event of another accident. Dr. Eduardo Juarez." I mean, I could do a Spanish accent, but I mean, it'd be horrible. I'd probably sound racist. I'd probably sound like trying to do Mexican or something, just because I don't. Spanish is not one of the accents I ever practiced growing up. So, anyway, so that's what that says. So basically, somebody took his diary, tore it up, and scattered it all over the place. And so we found in the corridor, the little page on the ground, that's one of the pages from his diary, for example. So, I'm not seeing anything new. For the wall hatch, she says something about the
A hatch in the hull.
sea, right?
It's very rusty. Even if it were open, it would only lead outside, where there's nothing but water.
Okay. That's what it was. It wasn't there was a risk of flooding or something. It was that there's no point. So we have to do something with a lock. If I tried opening the door, if I look at the lock, does she say something else?
The door is locked.
Nope. She says, "It's locked. Oh, and by the way, it's locked. And in case I didn't tell you, it's locked." Yeah, so here's one of the diary pages, I think. No. That's the captain saying to do the stuff, like make sure you clean your rifle. This is a diary page. Yeah. So let me do this again. Where is my... Here we go. This. This. Okay. And then I was pasting it in here, yeah. Okay. So now if I zoom in on this, okay, it says, I wish that I'd had more time, but this ship was the only one that I was able to find in such short notice. Fiona's getting worse and worse. And then there's this strange band of seamen, meaning sailors, Seamen. Since it's modern times, I have to specify this. There's a strange band of seamen here that I am yet to fathom out. Yet to fathom out is not good English. Probably just yet to fathom, or yet to understand, or yet to figure out, maybe, is maybe what they meant. Anyway. Still, Captain Marquez appears to be a reasonable man, a touch stoic, but trustworthy nonetheless. I will not let the others meet Fiona, though. Speaking of her, it's high time that I give her another infusion. We don't know what, some kind of medicine, presumably. But yeah, so there's that. Okay. Yeah, we literally know almost nothing of what happened here so far. So, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Turn that off. Don't want running forever. It'll turn out to be too cold, and then I'll be freezing to death while playing. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I don't remember being able to take anything apart in your inventory or combine things. Although you might be able to combine things, but I don't know if that's actually a thing.
The leather won't help me much like this. Who knows what this alcohol might be good for?
Yeah, see, it's not actually combining. It's more like just describing. Insulating material. I tried. Whoa, there's peppercorn? Wait, hang on. What the?
Peppercorn that fell out of one of the crates.
Oh, I don't remember seeing the peppercorn before. Apparently, we don't do anything with it. She just says, "Hey, dude, there's some peppercorn."
Peppercorn that fell out of one of the crates.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else this angle? Talk to him. Old crates. The different pictures. And out. So from that angle, that's all that we have. I've already looked at this. Different things in books. Of course, the shaft. Port bottle, oil lamp. More peppercorn, so we can access the peppercorn from this angle too. Anyway. Drawer. Which of course is desk bell. Nothing new over there so far. Tin food not doing anything with. Pipes, but otherwise that's the same. Schnapps bottle. There's another note over there that we already read earlier. A briefcase. Did I look at this briefcase? I don't remember now.
There are some Saki documents inside.
That's
There
it.
are some Saki documents inside.
So we're not going to read that. Okay. So I may very well have done that already then. I didn't take anything with me, so. Bed. We've looked all those. Crates netted up. Wet newspapers. Yeah, so nothing new in here either. I'm not sure what the next thing is. How do we? I don't know where we get screws to attach the cogwheel. I don't know where we get something that will basically be a little bit bigger than the nail, so we can use that for the pin for that. I don't know where we get some of this stuff. It's very. I don't know. There's gotta be some way to get that drill bit. Although, what would I use the drill bit for currently? I don't know if there's something I need to drill through into right now. I need more, like, keys and lock combinations. And then, like I said, like the pin and the screws. That other stuff, I don't really know. It's going to be very useful. Right now. I mean, it comes into play later, I'm sure, at some point, but. IDK. Well, I don't like doing it, but I'm going to look at a walkthrough and just get the next step that I'm apparently missing. I really don't like consulting walkthroughs, but when I can't get any farther, I will admit defeat temporarily. Let's see. I have an awful lot of windows open. Let me close them, or tabs open. Close some of these. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this. Goodness, I have so many. I don't know. All right, that's fine. Let me just go ahead and. See. Okay. Let's do this over here. Okay. Now I'll do this. All right, let me see. What? Hang on. Okay, so I've done all this stuff. I don't know about all of this, but okay. So that's it was talking about like a crooked picture of a key, but that's no. Okay. Um. Combine 3 notes in inventory to get a combination. Yeah, that was for a chest in the captain's quarters. So that stuff we've done. Filled gas cartridge. Okay, hang on. Okay, here we go. Take the cord. It's a cord over here to the cabin. Open the door leading to mess. Come to broken stairs. They can be used to enter. Fishing rod. Okay, alcohol, pliers. We already used the pliers. We got them and we used them. Piece of a map, nail planks. We use the nail and planks to fix the stairs, so that's fine. We have the ship's plan from the map table up above. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I did miss that. That's my bad. I don't know what. I just wasn't using my head. Okay. Yeah. I should have done this already, and I did not. Interestingly, because that is not the kind of thing I normally miss. We go up here. Go back over here and upstairs. Was it up here? Yeah, I think. Think so? No. Oh no, yeah, it is. Map table. Where's the ship's? Where was that? Hey, Faux Fox. What's new, little brew? I don't see a ship's plan. Where was that? I saw that somewhere. It's a wheel. Was that? Hang on. Was that this? This here? No. This is not. Okay. Hmm. I see that. I saw that. Not the captain's quarters. It's one of these down the corridor, I think. It's not in the mess. Yeah, so this is I don't know if you saw this on Halloween at all, Faux Fox. This is a point and click horror. So this is kind of like the Black Mirror games or something, or why do I always have trouble remembering it? It's not Alan Wake. I always want to say that's not that. Um, Adam. Crap. Gosh dang it. Adam Wolf. Never remember his last name for some reason. Yeah, Adam Wolf, or whatever, where it's like horror theme and stuff, but it's point and click to get around. Anyway, yeah. So basically, this girl here, Anna, and a guy who's in another room in the ship named Lex. He's wounded, so we're trying to find bandages for him. Anyway, Anna and Lex apparently were survivors of a shipwreck out at sea. So like they were on flotsam floating around. They weren't like downed on an island. They were actually floating in the sea. Managed to see this ship with black sails, thus the name, that was going to pass them by, I guess, basically, or something. There wasn't a cutscene. They just kind of talk about it. So it's hard to know exactly, but something along those lines. And so they used, still holding onto the flotsam, they kind of swam their way to the ship and boarded through a porthole or through a window into the captain's quarters on this ship. But there's nobody on the ship. There are weird noises sometimes, so it's kind of like, haunted or whatever. No actual visions of ghosts yet or anything, just noises so far. And there are weird things with the ship that are hard to understand. Like there's this almost like steampunk kind of machinery with pipes and things, but this is a sailing ship. You don't need an engine, you don't need steam power. So why this other stuff is here, we don't know. It's presumably going to tie in somehow to the plot or whatever. Yeah, here we go. I don't know why I didn't do this before. There's
A sketch of a clockwork.
Oh, that's a sketch of the clockwork. There were somewhere their ship's plans. And I have a piece of a map. I should try to use this there. Where was that, though? Where were the plans? I don't remember now. This is back to the captain's quarters. I don't think there's anything there. This just goes to a locked door. And this door's locked. Where the crap were the ship's plans? Wasn't... Maybe it was. Was it down in mess? I don't think it was in the mess hall, but maybe. She does this weird thing sometimes when I'm done. When I click, if I double click so she runs, she'll stop and then she'll like flip around, turn behind her or something. Is weird, but anyway, like that. Suddenly turn facing me or something. It's like, what, why? I don't remember there being plans over here, but maybe. There's a blackboard and there's a recipe or whatever over here, but I don't remember seeing. Whoop. Oh, that glitched out. That was interesting. That's fun. Yeah, sure. We'll call it fun. But yeah, see, I don't see any ship's plans here. Where else? Maybe it really was up in the... But I looked. I must have missed it. Up above here, there is... What is happening? Why? There we go. The game has a few glitches. It's not horrible, but there are some glitches here and there. As you saw just a minute ago. Oh, here it. Now that's the map table, though. Yeah. And I tried using the ship's plan here.
It's just a piece of a map.
It's just a piece of a map. So I need somewhere. Where was that? Hang on. Um, I don't know. Do I have... Oh, here we go.
I'll assemble it.
Those together. Now I've assembled ship's map.
Just pieces of a map.
Oh, just piece of map. I don't know where I'm going to use this, but I will use this somewhere. Can't get into there yet. Okay, let's see. Now down in mess. A little weird to have a workbench down here in the mess hall, but there is one.
The old workbench hasn't been used in a while. It's coated thick with dirt and strewn with rusty nails.
Yeah, strewn with rusty nails. That's actually where we got this. Well, there were a few nails we got before. We have, like, I think a nail left. We had a few nails before. And some planks we found on here. That's how we repaired the stairs there earlier.
I've bent the nail. It's a hook now.
Bent the nail's a hook now. Now we can use the hook maybe with the fishing rod?
It doesn't make sense to use it here.
No. So what are we trying to hook? Does that now work as a pin in here now that it's hooked?
It doesn't make sense to use it here.
No.
It doesn't make sense to use it here.
None of those. Ew. Why not just start gnawing on them? Why waste time? Not very efficient. Hook. What do I use the hook for? I don't think it makes sense to... I'm going to try something. I don't think it'll work. I don't think it makes sense, but I'm going to try something. We're here.
As if it was looking at me.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Now, I don't think that this is going to work, but...
It doesn't make sense to use it here.
Yeah, no, okay. Why don't we use that hook in some kind of a lock somewhere?
I can't manage to pick the lock with this hook.
Okay, so she did try it there, so it might work somewhere else. I'm not saying it will, but it might.
I can't manage to pick the lock with this hook.
No, not there either. Okay. So none of those. What else was... That's crates in the way of 2 doors, so that won't help with that. Up above, it's a boat in the way of the door, so can't do that. There is the I don't know what you would call it, map desk or map table up in the navigation room. It's possible that has the drawers are locked, I think, or something. It's possible we could pick that. I don't know how that works. Over here.
It doesn't make sense to use it here. Thieves are not welcome here. I need something to crack the lock.
I mean, I gave you something, but apparently it's not good enough. Somebody's too good for my help, I see. I don't think where else is locked that I cannot get into. I don't know that there is really anything else. Did say earlier needed screws for that, but the hook nail might work. I don't know. How would you get it in though? It's already hooked. But I could try. Let's see if we can. That was down at the end of the hall. Okay, so
It doesn't make sense to use it here. It doesn't make sense to use it here.
So that's not going to help with that. So I still need screws for
The
this.
cogwheel won't hold like that. I'll need screws to fix it into place.
Okay. Oh, I could try maybe to open this with the...
It doesn't make sense to use it here.
Nope. Also no. Fantastic. Hmm. I've got these bottles filled with water, which I think will be good for Lex at some point, or us, or something, but right now I don't know what we do with it. I think I'm going to try, because I don't remember if I did for sure. I think I've tried giving the water to Lex, though. And I think it was like something like he needed his wound taken care of first. Well, let's see. Okay, water.
I shouldn't waste the fresh water.
Ha! He's not good enough for the water. Ha! You just got burned, dude. Sick burn. Ah, oh. Okay. Get the razors or anything I want to cut. Trying to think. Not in the clockwork room, I don't think. Locked door, locked door. Mess hall. Anything in the mess hall that I would cut? Maybe I bend my blade on the vise again? Maybe. I think. There's some things I can try to cut. I don't know that I want to. Like, I don't think know that something prompts me. Ooh, you really should cut this. But There are some things I could try to cut. I might have already done some of these. Let's see, though. Okay, if I come over here. Okay, cut the bed.
I'll just cut myself.
No on that. Don't think I want to cut any of the pictures.
I'll just cut myself. I'll just cut myself. I'll just cut myself. I'll just cut myself. I'll just cut myself.
None of those. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything down here that I would want to cut. I could try using this on this again as well.
I'll just cut myself.
No,
I'll just cut myself.
neither of those. Okay. Moldy food, playing cards, probably no. She doesn't want to pick up the playing cards, so we're not going to use this for anything, I don't think. Try cutting them, she'll say. She'll cut herself.
I'll just cut myself.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently you don't know how to use a knife, and so you're just going to cut yourself no matter what you're doing. This is where I got the fresh water. Don't know what I do with fresh water yet, like I was just showing you a minute ago.
Here's the control transformer. But it doesn't work because the belts are gone.
I tried using stuff like this as the
Nothing
belt,
here that I need to insulate.
like a replacement belt. Doesn't want to insulate.
I can't use this piece of leather as a replacement for the fan belt as it is, but maybe I can adapt it.
Oh, how about razor blade plus this?
It's not sharp enough to cut that tough leather.
That's not sharp enough to cut the leather.
I'll just cut myself.
That's not gonna work. Okay. So I need to cut the leather for the belts for that. How do I cut the leather? Not thinking. But maybe we go over to the workbench. Let's just go out of this for a second.
The leather won't help me much like this. The leather won't help me much like this.
No. Okay. So we're not going to cut it that way. Up above in navigation, I don't think there's anything. I can't think of where there's like a sword or a blade or something to use. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to wander and remind myself of something I'm forgetting. I don't think there's anywhere that will let me cut stuff, though. This is stuff for the crane outside. Lifesaver, no. None of this stuff. Map table, no. I could do the... Oh, I think this said it's just...
Just pieces of a map.
Yeah, it's pieces of map, so it's not going to actually do anything with that. And I did try this, right?
It doesn't make sense to use it here.
Yeah. Yep. He says it doesn't make sense, but I mean, it kind of does make sense to try, and then just realize it's not going to work is fine, but kind of does make sense to try. If you were in an escape room, you would be trying a bunch of stuff, even if it didn't seem to make sense right away, right? Yeah, there's nothing here I can see that will cut anything. What else? What else? What else? What else? That room has a clockwork, but nothing to cut. Those two are both locked. There's nothing in that corridor. I'm going to come in here anyway, even though I can't remember anything in here that would do cutting, just in case. Box, no. Workbench. I mean, there's another workbench, I guess.
A collection of metal tools, cogwheels, and springs is lying around. However, time has taken its toll, and almost everything is rusted. I'll just cut myself.
So we're not doing anything with that.
The leather won't help me much like this.
Yeah. Yep, I can't think of anything in here. Engine block. Anything I would want to do with that? Probably not, but let's see. Alcohol with this?
Who knows what this alcohol might be good for?
Heh. That's not helpful at all.
This chain might be more useful elsewhere. It doesn't make sense to use it here.
Yeah. Where would I cut the leather? I don't know. Think.
To use the chip log, I need to go outside, or at least open a window. That doesn't feel like fishing.
Yeah, neither of those will connect. I either need something else that'll cut, or I need a way to sharpen the razor blade I have. I don't know of any kind of a sharpening stone or similar. And I'm not sure if there even is another thing to use to cut. I don't remember seeing like that. I don't remember seeing like a saber or anything like that that might function as that. Yeah. Me too, right? I don't know. Let me think. In the captain's quarters, which is down this way, if we were to wander over here, that direction is the captain's quarters. We have the lamp with no oil in it. We have the gas. Basically, where you direct the gas on how it needs to go through the pipes and stuff. So that's not going to help. There's the captain's desk. We have a drawer open. Was there... I don't think there was another locked thing in there. I think we just had the one drawer that we ended up using the corkscrew to replace the crumbled handle. And I think that was it. But let me... Oh, there is this. Does it say it's locked? No. That's the same as... Okay. And then... So we already got what was inside this drawer. Okay. Port bottle, like it's just like all the alcohol in the same room here. It's all like already emptied out or whatever. The quill and ink pot is the ink's dried out. The quill doesn't seem to be any good. Okay. Just leave those open. Just so that they're open. Okay, so I don't... None of that stuff. Doesn't want to do anything over here with the bed anymore. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here, honestly. Okay, let me... Whoops. Still don't have a way of grabbing this drill, like wood drill or whatever. Okay, so not there, I think. Not in the clockwork room, because we need a gear. We need screws to hold the cog we have, and that currently we don't have the screws for that. We have the leather that apparently will work on that one machine, but we need to cut it into strips apparently to be able to do that, and our razor's not thick enough. I cannot think of anything that either would sharpen our razor so we could cut the leather, or we just use instead that would cut the leather. I can't think of anything like that. Let's see. There's that pin now. The hooked nail now will not, well, wouldn't work, would not work before anyway. But now especially it won't work because of the crooked nail. The bent one. Oh, okay. Walk through again. The map thing was just like an aside thing anyway. That wasn't really the... This is what I need to move forward. I hadn't realized just... There's some cord somewhere? There's apparently some cord somewhere that I missed. Okay, let me look for that. Because I'm feeling like that fishing rod, if we get it to actually where it'll fish, I think we use that to pull that drill. I still think that's a thing. We just didn't have enough to really do it yet, I think is the problem. I'm not totally positive, but I think that's what's going on. Okay, so from here, there's a cord. What is this? Yeah. I missed this cord. Oh, this cord is hanging from the bell. I see.
The bell would probably alert the whole ship.
Bell would probably alert the whole ship. But the cord, you can grab from the bell.
The cord's torn off.
Cord is torn off. Everything seems to be quite shabby state. I didn't realize. I saw the bell before. I didn't notice the cord was a separate thing. Okay, so this cord,
One step closer
we
to the
attach to
fishing rod.
there, and then we do the hook with
Looks very
that.
professional.
Now we have the fishing rod with the hook. Okay, that's why I couldn't do the hook with the fishing rod before, because I didn't have a cord. Okay. So, now with this, then I want to go like this. And I think, I'm not positive, I think I use this on that drill. Wood drill over here, I think. Again, I could be wrong. Might still need something else, but... There we go.
I've managed to use the fishing
Didn't
rod
manage
to
to use
hook
the
out
fishing
skull
rod
drill.
to hook out the skull drill. Now the question is, where do I use the skull drill? The drill probably just drills into wood. It probably does not drill into metal. The stuff like that did exist in the 1800s, but it wasn't very common, I think. You need like a factory drill kind of a thing to drill metal, I think, typically. Yeah, see, I can't go any further this way. So I'd want to do something with wood. What would I want to drill with wood, though? See, over here would be locked door, locked door. I don't think the drill will help with any of that. And maybe it will. Maybe I can drill. I don't think so, but I'm going to try this on the
lock
door.
must be on the
Different
other
doors.
side of the door.
Locks to the
Can't
other
use
side of the
the
door.
trepan from
Can't
here.
open the tree pan from here.
I've drilled the lock open.
Drilled the lock open. So that did work. Okay, good. So what was in the room is what you needed to get in the room. Okay. I was like, okay, whatever. Okay. Picture.
There's something strange about
Something
this
strange about the picture.
It looks as if there's something pushed against it from the back.
Interesting.
There's something strange about this picture. It looks as if there's something pushed against it from the back.
Do I have a way of pulling it off or something? I don't have a pry bar or anything. Well, let's see. Okay, there's a book here.
A physician's diary. The last entries are about a sailor who crushed his hand. It also mentions a Subject A. Subject A does not seem to respond to the treatment. Nonetheless, I will increase the dose.
Hmm. Okay.
Contains musty sheets and overalls. Contains musty
Okay,
sheets
so
and
nothing new.
overalls. A Bible. It's been opened, and one paragraph's been marked. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Ah, and then the sword appears, and then I have something to cut my leather. No, oh, okay. Bed warmer.
The bedpan looks like a tiny oven. Water drips into the old enamel bowl now and again. There are a lot of rusty metal spots where the enamel coating is chipped off. Lex could have a lie down here, but the stubborn idiot prefers to sit. Pictures of human organs. Pictures of human organs.
Okay, so that's more of the same.
There might be useful things in there. The glass is cracked, but the mirror is still in one piece. The glass is cracked, but the mirror is still in one piece.
I was thinking when we clicked on this at first, we might have a scary, show her looking in the mirror and then, but apparently nothing. Maybe that's too obvious. Maybe that's why they didn't choose to do that. They're like, come on, everybody's going to know that's what you expect, right? Nothing in here, I guess. All right. So doors with nothing behind them. Perfect. Okay. Book. Ruh-roh. It's another one of these. Okay, hang on. Let me grab this. Do this. And zoom in to make sure I can read it. What? Okay. A passage from Moby Dick. For several hours I lay there, broad awake, feeling a great deal of worse than I have ever done since, even from the greatest subsequent misfortunes. At last, I must have fallen into a troubled nightmare of a doze, and slowly waking from it, half steeped in dreams, I opened my eyes, and before saw So I opened my eyes, and the before saw lit room was now wrapped in outer darkness. Okay. Nothing with a map here. Nothing with those. Picture of a skeleton.
An anatomically correct depiction of a skeleton.
Shut those. I mean, if they're not going to do anything. Maybe I leave them open just so I remember later that I've opened them. Let's do that, actually. That's fine. Note. So another one of these. Sorry, I didn't notice your comment until just now, Fox. What would have been fun? Alright, this one says... My dear Dr. Juarez, once again, I would like to thank you for your assistance. Boy is much better now. Of course, I hope that another incident will not occur again for the rest of the journey. I also hope that Volcast has learned his lesson. But just in case, I've slowed the morphine supplies in the room next to the mess so that we will have it close on hand in case of any emergency. Captain Marquez. Okay. Okay. Bloody bits of bandages.
Lots of old bandages crusted with blood. Did this doctor help people, or did he harm them?
IDK, but it doesn't sound good.
A book about the human anatomy, written by someone called Cycrambell.
So I have no bandages or anything I could take with... Oh, there's the doctor's bag. Maybe I just do that and apply that bag, the whole bag, directly on Lex. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Okay, let's try that and see if we can help Lex out.
Lex?
Ruh-roh.
Lex? What are you doing there? Shouldn't you be lying down?
This is starting to give me the creeps. You see, I wanted to read the ship's log, but I didn't get too far.
What do you mean?
I think that the last entry was made a couple of weeks ago, but I'm not completely sure because the cover sheet with the year printed on it was missing. And the words started to blur, right in front of my eyes, as if the book refused to be read by me.
Just stop it. Your mind is playing tricks on you.
The pages at the back are written in Portuguese, but I can hardly see a thing. And my head aches like hell. I think I need a painkiller before I can try to see if I can read it.
But...
So, did you find something?
I found some disinfectant.
Very good. Now you need to bandage the wound.
I should take a look inside the bag first.
Oh, fine. Fine. What? So how? Right click that thing, left click just grabs it. Left click on me? No. Okay, how do I take a look in the bag?
I can take a closer look at things with it.
Okay. So that... No. This?
There are bandages, a thin thread, and a needle in the bag.
Okay. Where was the disinfectant? She said she found it, and I thought I remembered it too, but I don't see it in my inventory. Well, let's just try this.
So, did you find something?
I found some bandages too.
There we go. I can probably treat the injury now. I've got to take a rest. I don't feel well. Quite weak. Maybe it was a mistake to board this ship.
What are you talking about?
I've got a really bad feeling about this ship. As if it doesn't want us to be here. Wait. I've got something for you.
That's my bag. Where did you... Did you steal it?
It kind of fell into my hand when we were in the water. I'm sorry?
Oh well. At least you're giving it back to me.
Okay, so my own bag. Apparently I have to examine that because I won't know what's in my own bag. Or something.
It's not much. but at least I've got some of my belongings back.
Notes, scissors, picture in a shiny frame. Interesting. Okay. Scissors might cut the leather.
I'll cut the leather into shape.
There we go. I don't know about sewing it, I guess. I guess I'll just try it directly initially and see. Is there anything more? Conversation?
So, did you find something?
No, not yet.
Please, you've got to find these things. I'm getting dizzy.
Alright. I don't know about find these things. I guess I need like some kind of medication for him as well. I don't know. Jump scares in the mirror. Oh yeah. Yeah, that would have been nice, huh? That's missed opportunity. But like I said, it is kind of an expected thing. So maybe they're like, that's too obvious. Come on, bro. We could do better than that. I'm not saying they do better than that. I'm also not saying that's what they said. I'm just saying that could have been the thing why they didn't do it. Possibly. Wait, let me think. Yeah, it's down here in the mess. That's where I want to use them. I was trying to think because there are a
Looks like a
few
sick room.
machines.
Maybe I can find medicine for Lex in here. But the crates are in my way. I need to get rid of them somehow.
Yeah. Okay. So, over here. And then these on.
Doesn't fit just like that.
I should work the leather a bit more before I use it.
Work the leather? Maybe I do need to sew it or something?
I'll sew it together.
That's probably why. Alright. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
The belt is making the cylinder turn. I reckon that I need a second belt.
What? Second belt? Son of a... Where am I going to find more leather in another belt? What the... What? Well, that's not... That's not okay. Oh, maybe I put this... I don't know if I do or not. I put this in here?
Just pieces of a map.
No. Okay. So they need screws for the to attach the cogwheel. Apparently they need another piece of leather. Something.
Nothing here that I need to insulate.
Yes, that's only doing insulation. Even though it looks like it's a strip, it's not actually something we'll use. Apparently. So, and this won't cut it.
I'll just cut myself.
Yeah. Anyway, so I need screws for this. I need apparently another belt somehow magically. We'll find one eventually, maybe. Bed warmer. What do I need heat for? Or something to hold something else. Like, how does that apply? I don't know. Cannot think of anything like coal or something I would put in the bed warmer. Well, okay. Bench that. Still don't have a container for the oil, if in fact we're meant to take the oil with us, rather than just, like, do something to the oil, like light the oil on fire, although I don't have any kind of lighting, like any kind of ignition, matches or a lighter or anything like that. I think this is the 1800s. Well, Actually, I am having second thoughts. I don't know if this is the 1800s. I feel like this might be like the early 1900s. But anyway, I don't know that they had. I don't think they had cigarette lighters at the time. They might have had like Tinder, or not Tinder, but like what do you call it? Kind of like a file that you would spark on. I don't remember what you call that. But still don't know on those. Go back to the doctor's room, see if there's something more there, maybe. I don't know. Wait.
Clock. Looks like someone built it from old parts that he collected.
Was that lantern or something else? I thought I just saw something that said leather on it. As I was running over. Hang on. Engine block, clockwork. I thought I just saw something, though. Hang on. Yeah, I come back in here. Flint. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of flint. Yep, flint. Yep. It's even used in, like, what do you call it? Gunnery, right? You have, like a flintlock pistol, for example. Which is, oh, it's locker door. That's what it was. Flintlock pistol, which is where basically you have the cap that contains the powder or whatever that would actually ignite, explode, and then cause the bullet to propel out of the gun. The flint sparks that, which causes that to explode, which then causes the propulsion. Because the flintlock pistol, that was back before they used standard bullets. It would have been a ball pistol, right? So you're actually propelling a ball. The ball doesn't actually have the powder in it. Like now, a bullet carries the powder in the back side of the bullet. The cap's actually part of the bullet. And so when your hammer smacks that causes the spark, which ignites the stuff inside, which causes the bullet tip to then propel. But back then, they used to use just a ball. So you would have a cap here in front of the ball, which was kind of like a wad with some like gunpowder in it. And then the flint would smack that would ignite the powder. There'd be a little explosion. That's why when you see him shoot, you see like a little puff come out, and then the ball would propel. So flint, I knew the word flint, and I just couldn't think of it. I guess is what I'm saying. Anyway. Yeah, it was the locker door. It wasn't leather. So that's not... I thought I saw L briefly, and I thought I saw leather. I was like, what the... Was there leather I missed? But no. That's not what that was. Okay, so back to the doctor's room. Keep going. Back inside here. I don't know that we're going to find anything in here, but I mean, you know, I've only been here once. It's obviously I could have missed something.
Lots of old bandages crusted with blood.
Yeah.
Did this doctor help people or did he harm them? Contains musty sheets and overalls.
But I can't.
I'll just cut myself.
Yeah, no. And then this.
I'll just cut myself.
None of them. Okay, so she's not going to try to cut those into strips. I mean, to be fair, they would not be as strong as the leather would be, but... Mere pictures of stuff. Photographic pictures. decorative lamp. I did miss that. I don't think that's going to be helpful right now, but I did miss that before.
This decorative lamp is much too bulky. Besides which, it's light enough in the ship now.
Open the drawer. There's only the book inside. That's the cupboard again. I would say yes and no. I would say it. You could definitely have a fire for sure. But the point of the bed warmer being out of metal is metal conducts heat, right? Which also goes to warming the bed, but also that heat, the really extreme heat of the coals, would also go to the metal. The metal would then lose some of that heat out the top, right? And it had holes as well to help with that. So the coal would, basically you were reducing the direct heat through the metal, conducting that heat away, while at the same time, the bottom part of the metal where the coals were resting would conduct the heat down as well. You could definitely easily cause a fire that way, for sure, yeah. Depends on how you did it. My guess is you put the coals in the bed warmer. If you did it properly, you probably put the coals in the bed warmer and then waited a little bit for it to cool down so it wasn't quite as hot. And then you would stick it under the covers. I mean, for example, you're trying to heat, make somebody warm, not have them burn themselves. If you put the direct coals immediately, you probably burn the skin if somebody touched it too, right? So they probably, if you're doing it properly, probably you would stick that initially and then wait a little bit for it to cool slightly and then put it under the bed. And then you'd put it under the tail end of the bed near the feet, but back, like if the person's feet stopped here, probably the bed warmer thing would be here, so they would have the heat radiating on their feet without actually touching it. I don't know at all if that's actually how it worked. I'm just using reasoning to try to figure out what probably was what they would have done, but I don't know. I've never used a bed warmer of this type, so I don't actually know. Whereas I do know some stuff, like I was talking about earlier with like guns. I do not know anything about bed warmers from then, so I could be totally, completely wrong. Interesting, we cannot look out this porthole. It feels like we need to pry this out or something. But I don't have anything that'll pry. This would be the closest thing. We can go underneath and she'll just say it's like go cut herself. Oh no, you do pry it.
There's a letter hidden behind the picture. It must contain secret information if the doctor hid it there.
Oh, she cut the picture. I was thinking use it to pry, and I was thinking they would say something like the blade was too flimsy. Okay. Let's examine this. Another screenshot. Another try to get closer so I can make sure I can read it. Okay. So this says, hang on one sec here. Let me do this. Okay, this says, this is to certify that Dr. Eduardo Juarez has been installed to the legal as the legal guardian of the orphan child Fiona. It's his sole duty to execute her family's estate until the girl attains full age. He is furthermore responsible for the girl's physical well-being and for the assurance that she receives suitable education to fit her requirements. To enable his services, he's allowed to draw upon a portion of the family's assets. However, he is barred from misusing the aforementioned assets for his sole purposes. Should the girl not adequately pass a test of maturity upon reaching full age, Dr. Juarez will retain guardianship until such a test has been passed. So that obviously could also lead to potential abuse of his position of authority and power, right? Because he could just conveniently not let her pass anything, like keep her from getting educated properly so that she won't pass, which means then he would remain in control of her and of her estates and assets, spend more money supposedly helping her while living on the estate and eating and drinking and using money for all of his pleasures while he's there, under the guise of, well, she didn't pass yet, so I have to help her more by spending this money, right? So he would spend some money still on helping her, but maybe hire poor tutors so that she would not actually learn, so that he could stay in his position. That's a possibility. I'm not saying he did that. I'm just saying there's the potential for abuse there. Don't know really what's going on with that. So
I took a letter from the picture frame.
all right, so that's what that was. So there was not actually anything behind the picture. It was or behind the whole frame. It was cutting the picture open and finding the letter behind that. All right, that's not what I was expecting. And like I said, I was expecting actually my razor, which now is gone, so I guess we're not using it again. I was expecting my razor to get rejected when I tried using that. Okay. Bed warmer. Still don't know of a source of heat. We don't have anywhere where there are coals. I think a bed warmer, you hold it with the handle. I think it has a little wire lever, I think, that opens, flips the top open, and then you put the coals in and then you flip the top back. Not positive on that. It's possible it's just a handle and you manually pull off the top, put the coals in, and put the top back on. Doing that would mean you would need to make sure it was cool before trying to do anything else with it, though, because you'd had some kind of hot pad or something to lift it off, because it'd be hot from the coals at some point right away. Use this on here, maybe.
Nothing here that I need to insulate.
Nope. If this has coals, maybe, then you would still use it. I don't know.
A couple of things that I've noted down. I wanted to use them for a news article.
So, not especially helpful right now. She might add notes about this haunted ship or something later.
It's the only picture that I have of my real parents. I always buff up the frame to shine. Look, I can even see my reflection in it.
Aw. That's kind of cute. She either doesn't know her parents or she really misses her parents, so she has that picture frame of them. That's kind of cute. Let me think. So I still need screws for the cog. Need another strip of leather for that machine. We probably will at some point want live coals for this. I don't know what we're using the filled bottles for. That was there was a pipe with an enameled bowl and water was dripping into it. That's where we filled those. So it's possible we want to heat those up to purify the water, maybe. Don't know what we're insulating. Like I said, I suspect once we get coals it might be that, but I don't know. Obviously, for sure. Chain. I did not try this since doing the leather. I'm pretty sure the chain will not be what we use. We'll want another strip of leather, like I was saying earlier. But I'm going to go try it just in case. So down here. Okay, like I said, I don't think this is going to work, though.
This chain might be more useful elsewhere.
Yeah.
This chain might be more useful elsewhere.
Yep, neither of the two hot points for this. Oh, there's a third one, I guess, over here. Cogwheel over here.
This chain might be more useful elsewhere. This chain might be more useful elsewhere.
Oops. Forgot to release that. Cylinder.
The cylinder always turns left.
I don't know that I tried the. I don't think this is. I still don't think this will work. But I don't know that I tried the chain on the cylinder.
This chain might be more useful elsewhere.
Still no. Okay. And I think also
Nothing
no.
here that I need to insulate.
Okay.
The fallen cargo is blocking the entry to 2 doors. If I can somehow remove it, then I could access them.
I didn't mean to click on the cargo. Anyway, workbench and vise we used earlier. I'm not saying we won't use it again, but that's not going to give us anything with heat or anything. Soldered area. Still need something kind of pin-like here, and I don't know. After opening our own bag and stuff, and the doctor's bag and stuff, we don't have anything that's like that. So that's still something we're waiting on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Can't think of anything else right now. I always stream for a couple hours. Well, I'll go ahead and save it here today. That's fine. Yep, save it as a new one here. That's fine. Okay. So we'll call that it for today. Okay, so about 7.5 hours, just over 7.5 hours from now, we'll be streaming more Witness tonight. That'll be the final stream this weekend. So thanks for joining me. Yeah, clearly I got my audio fixed, my mic fixed, my audio so it's louder. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. Faux Fox, Dark Hour. Anybody else, Fun Actor, anybody who's been lingering or still well. Talk to you soon. Till next time. Peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.